Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about my emergency bug out medical kit. Now, with everything with the coronavirus going on, I have been in overdrive trying to make sure that my supplies are restocked and rotated, and I wanted to show you guys what I had in the bus, and hopefully this will help you guys get together your medical kit. Now, as you can clearly see, there is a lot of items up here, and that's because I believe in creating redundant systems. We're not going to go through every single thing today. Today, I just wanted to show you guys how I have prepared my vehicle to be ready to basically bug out at any moment in case there was any kind of incident where I felt we were going to be quarantined, or I don't want to get stuck anywhere without any of these supplies. So I wanted to make sure that I had them in my bus, and I do live on a 1998 school bus, which I converted into a tiny home. So I wanted to make sure that where I had my home, I had some preps. And even though I don't have a lot of storage space, I focused on preparing the items that I felt I would need and that would be necessary in order to take care of my family. We will not be going over all of the entire kit today. I actually do have a separate video as to what is in this IFAK, but this is actually my bug out bag IFAK. So it's my individual first aid kit. And this has a variation, of all of the items that I have here. However, I would take this pouch if I needed to make the emergency exit and leave, my bus and had to, for whatever reason, leave on foot. I would be taking this with me. However, the items that I do have here stored in the bus, I feel are important to have. And let's go through them right now. So first and foremost, I have the Israeli bandage here and also a tourniquet. So if someone is bleeding and we need to take care of it right away, these are, very accessible, and I definitely wanted to have an item that was going to help me do that because, you don't want somebody bleeding out. So that is very important to have. Another important item to have, of course, is a face mask. This is the N95 mask, and it's good for if, just smoky, dusty environments, protect your lungs and take care of yourself, not just from dust and particles, but also from viruses and things like that. The other thing that I have in stock is some instant ice packs. So whenever you just need something really fast, this is good to have. I also do have these reusable ice packs. These are actually made out of gel, so they are ice and heat packs. So you're able to just, soak them in either cold water or, get them really cold in the freezer. Or you could just dip them in really, really hot water and use it as a heat pack. So it's dual purpose. And I keep 2 of those around just because I, would anticipate, needing to rotate them, and also anticipate for more than one person to be, injured. And you don't want someone to be uncomfortable just because, you don't have another one available. So I got 2. I keep around a few extra, self-adhesive gauze, just so that, the least I gotta do to, take care of somebody, the better. So I literally just gotta trim this, and it's, self-adhesive, so it's very helpful. The other thing that I keep here is some gauze, and as you can see, I have a few extra bottles of lidocaine here and a couple of syringes, just in case, we needed to numb any areas before a small procedure. Now, I don't possess a lot of, medical skills besides doing sutures and that kind of thing. So, I really just have things that I know how to use and I know I can use just in case I were to need it during SHTF. So I do have a few bottles of those. And as you can see in my very own first aid kit, I do keep a couple of doses here as well. This is, of course, just your typical first aid kit with, medical things, gauzes, some cold medicine, alcohol wipes, all sorts of Band-Aids, a razor, more syringes, face masks, some surgical gloves, and here I have some extra pads for, like, you know, if we needed something that's more reusable, and a triangular bandage that you can use as a splint. And of course, just your basic first aid, hydrocortisone, more tape, a Sharpie, and, you know, a scalpel, things to keep people hydrated, that sort of thing. Here I do have, of course, all of my medical supplies, scissors, tweezers. I do, oh, something leaked here. I do also carry these Yeti CBD oils, and we have some medical tape, and then also some sutures. Good thing we have the lidocaine though, right? I do keep a small biohazard bag in case we have to throw away any, you know, biohazard materials, along with the biohazard bags here. There's a few rolls of them. It's about 50 or so. And the lid to the bio. Just some Lysol wipes and some garbage bags. And some plastic sheeting. I also have to add some shower curtains that I recently purchased into this bin here. I'm going to add the shower curtains so I have more plastic sheeting options, and it's very inexpensive, and, you know, it's very thick vinyl, you know, and you can definitely hose it down with some bleach, you know, and reuse it. So I wanted to get some of that. Now here in this storage bin, I actually do have tons of different types of supplies. I don't have them laid out by priority. I have them laid down however they fit. So here we have some dressing that, you know, it's just see-through film for larger wounds, you know, in case you need to cover that, keep the wounds sterile. Other things that I have here are very basic things like bandages. I have a couple hundred of those. And some alcohol wipes. And some smaller packages of bandages if I needed to give, you know, these to family or whatever. And also some more iodine swab sticks. So this is just singles. I have some more syringes in case I needed them for the lidocaine or whatnot, along with some larger tube syringes and some more. These are just actual plungers, which I like to have on hand in case I need to draw up any liquids. And the other thing that I keep on hand is a small biohazard container, along with a few different sizes of syringes. So a lot of people are diabetic or, you know, need syringes for injecting different things. And I don't really require them. Thankfully, neither does any of my family. But I do have access to syringes. And so I actually got some, and I'm holding on to them for like a barter situation, or you never know when you can actually use them. But, you know, it's great for a barter situation, or what if you're with a family member, you know, at the time that just so happens to need them for some reason. So it's just a good item to have, and like I said, if anything, to barter with. Other basic things that I have in here is just like some hydrocortisone cream and some more band-aids, and these are like knuckle bandages, so different types there. I have some burn cream, and I have a bunch of gloves here that are different little packets already pre-made, and there's like 5 to 10 in each bag. The other thing that we have here is some sterile water and also some saline. And that's quite a bit of that, just, you know, in case you need to clean a wound or whatever. Along with some more saline here that I keep for cleaning out larger wounds. And some hydrogen peroxide. Here I also have a couple of Purell hand sanitizers. Here I also have some bleach. I work with a clinic that does syringe exchange as well with other services. It's supposed to be to sterilize needles, but I'm honestly more using it to sterilize surfaces or whatnot. It's just good to have a little bleach, somewhere. And here are some 2x2 gauze. And some medical tape here. And it's the whole box. You actually go through medical tape really fast. A lot faster than you anticipate. So having a box is good. Here I just have some extra gauze that didn't fit. They're all sterile. And a couple of bandage rolls. This is a whole little bag of triple antibiotic ointment. And here I have some BCK wipes. They're antiseptic. They're antiseptic towelettes. So, you can use it to clean your hands or any area, or even use them to wipe your butt. So, I mean, they're multiple, they're just towelettes. So. And I do keep the bags that I get from, different shopping times. It'll be good to use, they fold flat, and it'll be good to use when you have nothing else. I have some more saline solution here, along with some more gauze wraps, smaller bandages. And here I have, there's more than 100. I packed it as much as I could, but they are 4x4 sterile gauze. You go through gauze really fast, so it's important to have a lot, and I actually want to get some more of all this stuff. This is just what I've been collecting thus far for the bus. And this, of course, is a small toolkit, just different things in there. You can see, just general purpose little tray. And here I just have a drawstring bag that I can use. So if I needed to leave the bus and I had a little time to pack up some of these little things, I can throw them in here and, just attach them to my bicycle or hand it to one of my, my family members, so we have extra items with us. And I do have one small bar of soap. I just got this at one of my hotel stays, so I thought it was just good to throw in case, you needed to wash your hands before you did administer any first aid to anybody. So this is always good to have just as a backup. And here we have different types of, we have bigger ones, thicker ones, different size ones. This one is very cushioned. And so I actually really like this. I used this a lot when I had my finger injury. It helped a lot, not to bump my hand into stuff, and it provides a lot of cushion. And here I have a box of exam gloves. Gloves are very important, so this isn't the only box that I have. I have another box in here. This is just the one I have in this case. And there is just the lid to the small biohazard container here. And last but not least, these are all elastic bandages. They're basically bandage rolls. You don't realize how much bandage and gauze you truly use until you have an injury, and you don't even realize. I went through a lot of this stuff when I had my finger injury. So this is very important to have, not just because you can use it as wrap gauze, but this is a whole roll of gauze, guys. Right in here, you get up to 5 yards per roll. And so if you need to change the dressing every single day, one of these rolls is going to come in super handy. Just grab a little pair of scissors and, cut it to size where you need to bandage up and tape it around. And in this one roll, it's not just to wrap around an arm or a leg. You can use this as gauze all by itself. So I really love to have these around. It's good to have the actual gauze too, but these rolls are so important. They're so multi-purpose. You can use them for multiple things, not just from, bandaging, but to, gauzes. And even like if you're on your period, girls, like for real, you can use this for anything. Like, this can really come in handy. So look into it. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. I'm really glad that you tuned in, and definitely subscribe if you want to see more videos like this from my channel. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.